Thank you very much for joining me for part 2 of my The Legend of Zelda Retrospective, and we are starting off in 2001, which it brought with it the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages for the Nintendo Game Boy Color. Both games are similar but different, and in order to understand it all, you have to beat both games, which I agree is a bit weird, but there are some cool game mechanics. Like in Seasons, the gameplay is altered by the seasons, with new pathways opening up depending on the said season. The gameplay and graphics are similar to Link's Awakening and includes the usual dungeon munching and item finding. However, upon completing one of the either seasons or ages, you'll be given a password when used on the other game will give you the ultimate ending upon completing that other game. Confused? Good. In 2002, Four Swords was released as a bonus game to the GBA port of A Link to the Past. It's effectively a multiplayer focused Zelda game for up to, you guessed it, 4 people to link up via the ever so annoying link cable. Can you remember doing Pokemon trades via that? That was such a pain in the dick. Also in 2002, Wind Waker was released, and upon its reveal a lot of fans hated the art style with a passion, believing it to go a little bit too cartoony. However, when it was released and played, it was very apparent that besides its colourful and stylish art style, it was a fantastic game with a lot of freedom. Being able to sail around a large ocean and search for your captured sister, the game packed in a lot of adventure, and even though looked slightly childish, it played incredibly well. The remaster for the Wii U is the best way to play it, as it adds some gameplay quality of life improvements, but if you haven't played Wind Waker yet, then you are missing out. Now of course both the GameCube version and the Wii U one are expensive because of the dirty hoarding wankers on eBay, but you can emulate it for free, so you know, why not? In 2004, the Four Swords Adventures was released for the Nintendo GameCube, and it's similar to the first one on the Game Boy Advance, although this time you can play solo if you so choose. The game does focus on multiplayer co-op action and puzzle solving, and it also does have a battle mode. Apart from that, there's not much else to it than that. The Four Swords games I've never really been a fan of personally, so I have never really given them enough time. Also in 2004, the Minish Cap was released for the Game Boy Advance, which continues the story from the Four Swords. It contains the same Zelda gameplay as Link to the Past, but this time with the ability to use the said Minish Cap to go small like Ant-Man. It also has a great art style which pops on the Game Boy Advance screen, and this is another one that escaped me back in the day, but in 2004 I was far too busy with leaving school and doing exams and stuff, so you know, apologies for that one. Hey-ya! In 2006, Twilight Princess was released on the Nintendo GameCube and was a launch title for the Nintendo Wii. It was received incredibly well and has been ranked as one of the best games of all time. Link gains the ability to transform into a wolf, and you also get Epona pretty much from the get-go, which is a win. Twilight Princess was another remastered for the Wii U, and I do hope that both it and Wind Waker get ported to the Switch, as they are both great. Twilight Princess is one of the best Zeldas out there, and although it does suffer from a barren, empty landscape between dungeons and places of interest like towns and the such, it does have great characters and music, and the dungeons are really cool. And I did complete this game with help from a walkthrough because it is quite hard. It is very hard. Well, I found it hard. Someone's probably going to comment saying, "Ha! Get good." And you're probably right, I should get good. Now in 2007 and 2009, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks were released for the Nintendo DS. Now I've never played either of them much past the first 5 minutes of each game, and because it's utilizing the stylus for pretty much everything, I'll be honest, I bounced from it. I'm not into the gimmick kind of side of gaming. I'd rather just sit and play the games. However, they are both direct sequels to Wind Waker, which is pretty cool if you want to continue on the Wind Waker story.
Yeah.
2011 brought Skyward Sword, and with it some frustrating use of the Wiimote. Even its port to the Switch, which lets you use the right analog stick to control the sword, is still annoying, because then if you want to use the camera you gotta press and hold L and then whittle the stick, but then I don't keep doing that, so I keep drawing my sword, and god damn it, if it wasn't for the annoying ass controls, I might be able to enjoy Skyward Sword. It's good, but greatly held back by its bullshit controls. Don't get me wrong, the idea is cool, using the Wiimote as a sword with all the different slashes and stuff. It's just that it doesn't work great the older you get, and like I said, the older you get, you're less inclined to partake in all the motion control gimmicky bollocks.
Yahoo!
2013, A Link Between Worlds was released for the 3DS. It's a spiritual successor to A Link to the Past and follows in on the dungeons, maps, gameplay, with new things added like the ability to become one with the walls. To be honest, I really enjoyed A Link Between Worlds and had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely worth picking up on 3DS, as I can't imagine it being ported to more modern consoles, again, which is a shame. However, it's not too expensive. In 2015, Triforce Heroes was released on the 3DS and is the third in the Four Swords series. of games. So you already know the drill with this one. Another multiplayer-focused wankfest with a Zelda skin. So unfortunately, I'm not the man to give you that info, but there are other YouTubers out there who can. And now we come to it, 2017's Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Wii U and launch title for the Nintendo Switch. One of the best, if not the best game ever made, in my opinion, of course, giving the player the utmost freedom to explore Hyrule to their heart's content. So much to see, so many quests and characters, tons of weapons and armor and clothing. Build your own house, help build a town, tame wild horses, including Zelda's large-ass white horse. Just cook, hunt, snowboard on your shield, take photos of anything and everything, explore Hyrule Castle, explore all the nooks and crannies, complete all the shrines, find all the Korok seeds, use the most in-depth physics mechanics and secrets that I've ever seen in a game, find the Hyrulean shield and gain the Master Sword, which I have here, just find and attack secret dragons that fly around. There's just so much, so much. Breath of the Wild has been praised to the heavens and back since its release, and although some people say the game is boring and empty, I disagree completely. In my opinion, if you feel that way, it's not a game for you, which at the end of the day, that does happen, and that is absolutely fine. Or, you're just playing the game wrong, which, seems more like a possibility. But I am now eagerly awaiting Tears of the Kingdom, which is apparently being released in 2023, in March or May of 2023. Now, we all know that's not happening. It's going to get delayed again. We know this. But thank you very much for watching both parts of this retrospective of the Legend of Zelda games. I will be doing many more retrospectives of other game series and other games, so I hope you do check them out. But again, thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.